Well, there is a woman over the weekend who took it upon herself to research my family history in hopes of digging up some kind of a gotcha moment, a gotcha angle to validate illegal immigration and open borders. And what she found was really shocking, guys. She found that my family who came here in the 1800s from Norway and Germany, that they spoke Norwegian and German. Okay. And really what she did is prove that my family came here.
What unfolded on daytime television wasn't just another routine panel disagreement. It became a flashpoint that extended well beyond the studio audience. During a segment on immigration policy, The View co-host The View clashed intensely with conservative political commentator Tomi Lahren. The discussion, originally centered on border laws and reform, quickly shifted into a charged debate about heritage, cultural identity, and who gets to define the American story.
Immigrants come over here and they don't know anything and they're dragging us down because we all come from immigrants, including you, Tomi Lahren. He talks about low skills. What exactly are her skills?
Her second great-grandmother had been here for 10 years, yet spoke no English. Oh my gosh. 1930 census says Tommy's 3 times great-grandmother had been here for 41 years and still spoke German.
The dynamic between the two was combustible from the start. Lahren has long positioned herself as a vocal supporter of strong border controls and a strictly law-based immigration process. Opposing that view, Hostin regularly frames immigration as both a humanitarian issue and a reflection of America's immigrant roots. The temperature rose when Hostin pointed to historical records about Lahren's European ancestry, noting that her family, who arrived in the 1800s, did not immediately adopt English or assimilate seamlessly. The broader suggestion was that earlier immigrants were given time and patience, raising the question of whether modern newcomers deserve similar understanding. Instead of remaining an abstract comparison, the exchange took on a more personal tone.
Well, there is a woman over the weekend who took it upon herself to research my family history in hopes of digging up some kind of a gotcha moment, a gotcha angle to validate illegal immigration and open borders. And what she found was really shocking, guys. She found that my family who came here in the 1800s from Norway and Germany, that they spoke Norwegian and German. Okay. And really what she did is prove that my family came here.
Lahren responded without hesitation. She emphasized that her ancestors complied with the legal standards of their era and worked to build stable lives independently. From her perspective, today's debate is less about ethnicity or culture and more about adherence to current law. Observers reacted in divided ways. Some praised her composure and clarity under scrutiny. Others felt that bringing ancestral background into the discussion shifted attention away from substantive policy questions and toward personal insinuation. What began as a critique of consistency evolved into a larger argument about boundaries in political discourse.
For them to go that deep in your background, you have gotten under their skin to a level I didn't think was possible. What is it about you that bothers him so much?
Well, it's not just me, it's anybody who advocates for merit-based immigration or has an issue with open borders. And again, just like you said, they don't seem to understand that we, on the right, believe.
The conversation soon expanded into a broader historical comparison. Immigration in the 19th century occurred under far fewer restrictions, with limited oversight and open frontiers. By contrast, contemporary immigration is shaped by layered regulations, security frameworks, and established welfare systems. Lahren argued that comparing these two periods without acknowledging those structural differences is misleading. Hostin countered by suggesting that understanding America's immigration past offers important moral insight for present debates. Their disagreement reflected a deeper national divide over how history should inform modern policy decisions.
You believe that the immigration crisis of today is apples to oranges from what it was in the 1800s when immigrants came to this country legally, were documented, worked for themselves, asked for nothing, and built a life and a family. That has nothing to do with the illegal immigration crisis of today that we.
The emotional intensity increased as the focus remained on family lineage. For some viewers, referencing Ancestry felt like questioning personal integrity rather than policy reasoning. Immigration discussions are often passionate, but invoking generational history amplified the stakes. Lahren responded with a mix of confidence and light sarcasm, framing the genealogical reference as an opportunity rather than a setback. Online reactions poured in almost immediately, revealing a sharply polarized audience. Supporters saw the exchange as exposing contradictions. Critics viewed it as an unnecessary personal escalation.
I lost my job at a conservative network because I said I was pro-choice. That's a big no-no. It was a big no-no. You know, I offended the community. I went on The View and I said, just a point a feeling that I've had for a long time. I'm very limited government. Like, that's just me. I'm not pro-abortion. I'm just very limited government. That's my perspective on a lot of things. And I lost my job at a conservative network for that.
How did you know you lost your job? Like, what did that look like? So you go on The View, you say this, and then what happened?
Then they told me, don't come back on Monday to do your show. You're suspended indefinitely. That's how it was.
Were you shocked? Were you like, oh, this makes sense?
No, I was shocked. And that's why the lawsuit ensued. I have a view that some conservatives still to this day take a real issue with, and they tell me I'm not a real conservative or this or that.
For the show itself, the episode highlighted the delicate balance between spirited debate and personal confrontation. The View has built its brand on open disagreement, yet this moment blurred the line between ideological contrast and individual targeting. After tensions subsided, the central theme returned to immigration policy. Lahren reiterated that her position centers on legality and enforcement rather than hostility toward immigrants. Hostin maintained that examining history provides necessary context. Ironically, the focus on Ancestry may have strengthened Lahren's argument among her base.
DNA, 23andMe, because I cannot believe the detail on your background that they were able to get.
Well, I don't have to. She did all the research for me, so I'm sure my family is very appreciative.
Joy saying that, what are your skills? It's beyond research. It is personal. It is mean.
Well, of course, this is classical Joy Behar, but I would like to ask Joy Behar what her skills are, because perhaps we could swap stories. I know I watched Joy, and she seems like a highly skilled lady, but for her to attack me, that's really interesting. Those in glass houses should not.
Ultimately, the clash illustrated how deeply personal political debates have become in America. Both participants expressed respect for the role immigrants have played in shaping the nation. Both argued from a place of concern for the country's future. Yet the live television format magnified their differences while minimizing common ground. The incident serves as a broader reflection of today's political climate, where historical context, identity, and policy frequently intersect in emotionally charged ways. The lingering question remains: is referencing someone's family background a legitimate rhetorical strategy, or does it cross into territory better left untouched?